Another day, another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee this Thursday, which just so happens to be Ascension Day. You're joined by Diana Master and Aina Raizakwe. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday. Happy
What are
Ascension
the plans?
Day. Rest. You know me. When it comes to holidays,
Yeah.
it's just me and my bed against the world. Like bed, my hot water bottle, my Netflix series.
Why are you having a hot water bottle? Are you that cold? Is it that cold?
Listen, it's because I don't have anyone to cuddle physically.
Oh.
So the hot water bottle provides that warmth.
I resonate.
You see?
I see what you mean.
You catch my vibe.
The times are hard.
The times are tough. Don't let Ashwin hear us, because then he will go on and on about how, oh, no, you people should what? And it's like, yeah.
We will hear the whole sermon about that. But nonetheless, I'm very excited. Really, I think holidays are just about rest. They are about getting the things that you want done actually done. I think that's really something that any one of us should take seriously or into consideration during holidays. Just get to do the things that you didn't get to do during the weekdays. Things that you don't have time to do normally, I think you should squeeze them in during your holiday. Because if you don't, you'll never get time to do them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people don't actually understand what Ascension Day is all about. So basically, Ascension Day is the feast of the ascension of Jesus Christ, which commemorates the Christian belief of the bodily ascension of Jesus into heaven.
So ascension is still part of Easter.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's
like a continuation.
The final
act. It's like, okay, this is it. Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean,
it just has like a serious name, Ascension. I think it's the wedding.
ascension. He ascended into heaven.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, maybe Ascending Day.
You know your Bible, don't you?
I do, but like for
So, like,
some other people, just the wedding Ascension.
No.
for me
I'm not even talking
sounds
about that.
too deep, like for you to grasp the concept
of
what
but
it
like,
is. Yeah.
With like in terms of the Bible, what did it say about Jesus ascending into heaven? Like, did he just rise up, or like what happened?
I don't know. He rose up. I don't know actually. Hey, he rose up.
He rose because we know he rose. He woke from the dead.
Yeah, and then
right?
he went into heaven
And then
to go
he-
sit by the Father's right hand.
Yeah, like it's just chilling by God's right
That's
hand.
what I know. I don't know
How it happened, like.
No, I don't think there is like a description of how it happened.
Because I've always wondered, I'm like, was he just sitting and then he just, like what? Because there's that, who was it, where, with the chariot that came to get him? Who was it? Was it Elijah? Was it Elijah or Elisha? I don't remember. Though,
Is
we
it-
need to go study our
yo,
Bible.
I don't know.
This is embarrassing. Please don't come for us. We do read the Bible.
But I just can't. Whatever you're asking me is not at the top of my head now.
Yeah.
I know the one that outran the chariots. Is it not Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel?
Hey.
That's Ahab, not Elijah.
No, but there's a person that went to heaven in the chariot.
In the chariot?
You know what? We'll take a quick break. Google this and then we'll reconvene.
I don't think it's in the chariot, but okay. But I know you're talking about Elijah. He went to heaven. He was, remember, he was lifted up. Like, I don't know.
Jomi, let's not embarrass
I don't
ourselves
know how to
further.
explain it,
We'll
but
be right
nonetheless.
back after this short ad break.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Okay, so before we get into it, we did clarify. It says that a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. This is just for those of you that also needed
he
the
went
clarification.
up in the whirlwind.
But anyway, people that are not going to heaven, a woman scammed out of £2,000 by online seller's cruel iPhone trick. A woman was left too stunned to speak when 2 iPhones she bought from an online seller turned out to be made of clay. The 36-year-old businesswoman spotted the pair of iPhone 15 Pro Maxes for sale on a social media marketplace and contacted the seller, who asked to meet in person to complete the transaction. She told local media the seller seemed trustworthy and gave her his home address. He was constantly posting his face all over the internet, so to me it was very clear that everything was genuine, she said. The woman and her husband went to his home in Belo Horizonte, Brazil, and chatted normally for a short while, but things suddenly turned ugly when she tried to open the iPhone boxes and see what was inside. She recalled he said, "You're not going to open it? The gun is at my waist. No need to be suspicious. Everything's fine. The phones are there." I couldn't see what was in his waist, but I wasn't going to find out. She immediately transferred him £2,000 or 13,000 Brazilian dollars as he demanded, and he then left the scene by car. When she and her husband opened the boxes, they found the fake clay phones. The suspect later contacted her again and threatened her and her family. She recalled, "I called the police, the bank. I tried to cancel the transaction, but it didn't work because they'd already withdrawn the money from the account." According to the police, the perpetrator is a 31-year-old influencer with nearly 300,000 social media followers. He is denying guilt, but the police say there's evidence he committed extortion aggravated by the use of a firearm. The woman said, "I'd never seen anything like it in my life. The box was impeccable, brand new, sealed. I was frozen in shock at that moment. My husband and I were baffled by the creativity of the crime."
That's why, number one, never ever listen to influencers. Most of the things they say are absolute nonsense, and they are not true, and they don't abide by the standards they set for everyone else on social media.
And their moral compass is off.
Yes. Number two, don't buy things from strangers. Just go and buy your iPhone in iStore. Why do you want an iPhone off the streets? Like, I understand it's cheaper, but if you want quality and if you want something worth your money, then keep saving and then just go to iStore or Samsung,
even get it on credit or something.
Yes,
you know?
they even have those options where you can pay for 24 months.
Yeah, because also, again, with this thing of buying from Marketplace, it's not like the phone has a guarantee. At least if you buy from like iStore or from Samsung, you can always go back and be like, "No, my phone gave up on me," or whatever. And you can even do, I know, especially in first world countries, you can go and do like a trade and top up or whatever it is. And like if it's on contract, you can also just renew your contract and get a newer version of the phone.
So, yeah, guys, and scamming people, no.
Don't do it.
It's not on.
Don't do it.
Do not embroil yourself in those type of things. Do not. Just work hard, guys.
Yeah, just work hard.
Be honorable people. Work hard, earn an honest living, and be happy, man. Like, we are all suffering. Nobody has money. Everyone is looking for money.
But Brazil is wild.
So, yeah, Brazil is wild.
Because, I mean, when was it that we did that story of that woman that wheeled in her dead uncle?
You know that I wouldn't even go on a holiday at Brazil. I just feel like something just fishy would happen.
For me, it's Mexico. No, you're not catching me in Mexico. I'm sorry.
Like some place, no. Some places, nah. All right, speaking of social media, this time not influencers, just the actual platforms, tech firms must stop their algorithm recommending harmful content relating to suicide, eating disorders, and porn to children under the new Ofcom plans. Media regulators will order social media sites to minimize children's exposure to other serious harms, including violent, hateful, or abusive material, online bullying, and content promoting dangerous challenges. Online firms will be forced to put in place robust age checks and introduce simple ways for children to stop harmful content being recommended to them. If tech companies fail to comply with the guidance, they could be fined up to 10% of their global turnover or have their services blocked in the UK. Ofcom on Wednesday published its draft Children's Safety Codes of Practice, which sets out more than 40 practical measures tech giants must implement to meet the new legal duties under the new Safety Act. Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree. That's the thing with social media. It's a black hole, man.
Do you know that like their algorithm is insane? It's almost as if it's, I don't know, when you are going through depression, all of a sudden you just start seeing depression content on your feed. Like what? What's happening?
That's the thing. I feel like in a way our phones can read our minds. Like, yes, we know they listen to our conversations and they check whatever it is that we're searching. But some of these things you don't even, like you're saying, you're not even Googling depression or or speaking about depression and saying I'm depressed or whatever. But for some reason you just start seeing that content and it's like, what? What is going on?
It's like even if you just start craving a donut, I swear to you, the first thing if you go on social media, you'll see donuts.
Yes.
Or what? Yeah. What's happening in the world, guys?
Literally, that's just how it is. I don't know how the algorithm...
Is it manifestation or what?
Maybe. What if you were craving that donut because it was later going to show up on your For You page?
Guys, these deep things.
Think about it.
Man.
Think about it. Like, have you ever stopped to think that maybe your consciousness or whatever mumbo jumbo that we say...
Stop being so deep. It's not deep.
Let's just say mumbo jumbo in a very low register because then it makes everything sound deeper. You get what I'm saying?
I get it, but it's definitely on. But I'm like really proud of this UK law. I think it's about time because our children are really seeing a lot of unnecessary content. I feel like our children are not being allowed to be children nowadays.
No.
Like they are on TikTok. Some children are wearing makeup. Some are wearing wigs.
Exactly.
I'm like, what's
Even
going
the
on,
way
colleagues?
they're dressing. You remember how as kids we were dressed in, you know, those
we
very
were
colorful
kids,
clothes.
bro.
We were playing
dolls outside.
You know, but now
Clay houses.
you see a kid wearing... You're like, what? What is that child wearing? Like, I'm not talking about like 7-8-year-olds. I'm talking like babies.
Babies.
People are putting babies in crop tops and like booty shorts and thigh-high socks and boots. I'm like, can you let the child be a child?
Yeah.
Let the kid have the ponytails, you know, those pigtails and whatnot. Not this thing of now you're straightening their hair and you're silk
and they're always
their
on
hair.
their phones. What does a 1-year-old have business of doing on the phone?
On a tablet.
Yo, guys.
You actually, as a parent, you're looked down upon. Like, your kid doesn't have a tablet.
Yeah.
What are you even doing? But I feel like in a way it's because we've also become lazy when it comes to parenting. It's kind of like, but instead of like entertaining and interacting
and
with you,
playing,
the tablet, just go, you know, But anyway, that does bring us to the end of our top stories. Now in our guest segment, you actually spoke to a psychological counselor at NeuroBloom about exactly that, the dangers and the negative effects of social media and how we can improve our relationship with social media. Have a look.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. contact events@nhcomm.na.
Do you have a healthy relationship with social media? How can you improve? Today we are so excited to be talking to a psychological counselor from NeuroBloom. For this conversation, I will need for all the teenagers to move a little bit closer, but I'm also going to speak as loud as I can so that those at the back can also hear the conversation, because I believe that we can all learn a thing or 1,000 from this conversation. Janine, how are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, Aina. How are you?
I am fantastic. Please tell us a little bit about NeuroBloom, when it was established, and what type of services you offer.
So NeuroBloom was started in 2021. It is a female-founded, female-owned company. We are just 5 women in the company, 3 professionals and a clinical volunteer, as well as our administrative officer. We do individual as well as group therapy and counseling, and we offer services to organizations as well. And then every month we have a kind of a workshop like the one I'm talking about today, that we just discuss various topics and we just try to help out the community at large.
Okay, let's talk about, the workshop that you just spoke about now. What type of topics and will you be discussing, and why is that workshop particularly important in this time?
So the workshop I'm discussing, it's called Teens with Screens, Social Media, Social Skills and Making Friends. It covers how kids deal with social media. So we'll be talking about the impact social media might have on their social skills, positive as well as negative, as well as how they can make friendships on social media and offline, and just discussing all of that and just helping them navigate this unfamiliar world of social media.
So then what are some of the detrimental effects of social media on teenagers? Maybe you can walk us through some of those.
Since social media is a very fast-paced thing, everything happens quickly.
Yeah.
It's very short form also. Like we have TikTok, you have YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. It can lead teenagers to feel a bit overwhelmed, and it also can lead to low concentration.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel like they have to know everything that's going on social media. So that can lead to FOMO, anxiety, because they're not online.
Yeah.
And because everybody puts their best foot forward, they showcase their best self on social media.
Yes.
It can make you feel envious and lead to social comparisons, lead to low self-esteem, body dysmorphia, where you don't really like the way you look, you don't like your body. And it can have very negative impacts on teens.
Yeah.
Depression is also one of those things that can happen because of social media.
Okay, seeing that social media and its effect on young people or teenagers is not really spoken about often, why is it important for us to start these conversations that you are starting right now? Why should we just not leave the teenagers to just live their best life on social media and see, what comes out of it?
Because social media is I would like to call it the wild, wild west. We kind of know the basics of it, but it evolves every single day. So you don't really know what your teen might be viewing. And because there are so much out there they can be viewing, so many predators, and so much danger out there, it's good to have this talk where you have an open platform where they feel comfortable enough to come to you, share, and browse the internet safely.
Yeah.
Social media is, again, very new. And every single year something new is being introduced, and we have no idea how it might impact us in the long run. So it's good to be a bit cautious beforehand, before we can wait for the studies to come out on how it can impact us.
I love the fact that you said social media is very new, which is very, very real. I wanted to find out from you, since social media has sort of created this social distancing.
Yes.
It's almost as though it's COVID, but like online. We don't engage as often. We are constantly on our phones. So could you please give us 2 tips on how we can improve our social skills?
So like you said, we are trying to not only talk about the negatives of social media.
Yes.
So social media is a great platform where kids can learn social skills, as in learn how to express themselves, learn how to deal with conflict, and it's one of the social skills you need to have, learning how to deal with other people. And because social media is full of trolls as well as very argumentative platform, everybody has something to say. So one of the tips could be just learning how to navigate that negativity that happens on social media, because you will have to deal with conflict. So knowing when to step back, and also utilizing social media to learn from other people, as in you model social skills behaviors from them. And offline, it's a good thing to have is using social media to not meet people, but find people that have similar interest.
To build a network sort of,
So you know exactly how to communicate and attend to people offline, because it's a great platform to learn, even though it can be not that great.
I mean, it's life. Everything is good, but in moderation.
That's true, that's true.
So it's just the order of how things go. I want you to talk to us about your contact details, what platforms we can reach you on.
So you can reach us on our social media as well at NeuroBloom_PsychNam.
Okay. I'm curious, Janine, to find out from you, what type of marketing modalities are you, using to make sure that parents out there and teenagers out there know that there is this workshop that is aimed to possibly improving their lives?
So most of the time we use social media. So because it is social media, the workshop surrounding social media, so we're wanting to make sure that people that are seeing it, the ones that are actively on social media. So we have it posted on our social medias, and we're trying to also go out to radio shows for those parents that might not be on social media, so they can hear it, as well as TV like I'm doing right now.
Okay. I love that you have a blend between new age media and traditional media. That's a very powerful, marketing or communication strategy. Janine, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, thank you.
It was lovely.
We wish you all the best with your workshop.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, on that note, we will be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
Good morning and welcome to the Vivo Energy Vintage Marathon. Right now we're witnessing the ribbon cutting ceremony, and right after that we'll definitely have a 100-meter dash where everyone that is joining us this morning will have to dash from the post office all the way under the arch. You can start from wherever you want, wherever you feel comfortable, but for now we'll have the Vintage Marathon, proudly sponsored by Vivo Energy, the ribbon cutting. Madam Mayor, you're welcome.
Thank you. I hereby officially. Can I? Are we looking forward? Yes. Okay, I hereby officially launch the Vivo Energy Marathon 2024. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Let's cheer to the Vivo Energy Vintage Marathon 2024. And you're all welcome to have a drink and join us. Well done to all participants. If you haven't ready to start, this is your opportunity. The Vivo Energy Vintage Marathon.
Well, all good things must come to an end, I guess. And this is the end of today's show. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. It's all my love, all my light.